Hello and welcome back everybody to GameryDen. So for today we are going to play a game that's called Tell Me a Bedtime Story, where this is going to be a narrative horror puzzle game where we are going to be telling a story to our daughter Dearest. Here's the catch though. She only likes horror and hates fairy tales. So here are the achievements. That was easy, get all three endings in easy mode, bad mode, icky mode. Gross out your daughter, bugs escape, use her weakness. Ah, use her weakness. Alright, that looks interesting. Okay, let's try. You know what? I'm gonna try like easy, normal, and then hard mode. So I'm gonna do. It is bedtime. Your daughter is tired. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. Will you read me a bedtime story? Let's do this first. Something really scary. Really scary. You know, scary stories. Pick out words to tell her a scary story. However, the stories she likes tend to make you a bit paranoid. She's not a fan of fairy tales. Every word has a specific reaction to your daughter, and the vibe in the room. Pay close attention to them and balance them. If you tell too gruesome of a story, your sanity will slip and it's instant game over. But if your story isn't good enough, by the time you finish, your daughter won't go to sleep. Good luck. All right, so let's do this. Once upon a time. I wouldn't want to go into pain so much. I'm going to try to do a storytelling here, but I'm not good at storytelling here, okay? I'm good at coming up with random shit. That's the good part. That's the good part of me right here, okay? So, once upon a time, in an enchanted world of... of Pokemon. I'm not gonna tell a Pokemon horror story. No. Okay, in an enchanted world of make-believe land that I have came up recently for this story. You gotta let me come up with more words here so that way I can, kind of make you a good story. Your daughter frowns and sighs, and you're able to take a deep breath. All right, 10 turns. In an enchanted world full of thorns and toughery? No. And thorns and misery. Your daughter looks forward. Your tensions. But how am I failing easy mode already? Okay, you know what? It was misery. Your daughter smiles broadly. You feel sick to your stomach. I told you, you have to let me tell the story, okay? When I'm going to say it's an enchanted world full of thorns and misery, that's going to make it more interesting to you. If I was to go ahead and say in a world full of pain and misery, you're going to get bored. You know what I mean? So let me come up with a story, put on a happy face, and let's see where this goes, okay? And in this enchanted world full of misery and sadness wallow, there lived a cult. There lived a cult of the lamb. I just took a random game, okay? I cannot come up with... Okay, I know I said I'm good at coming up with shit, but I'm not good at coming up with shit when it's the shit that she doesn't even want to listen to. Your daughter smiles proudly. Okay, the cult of the lamb. They were crushing unicorns. Crushing unicorns? Unicorns? Crushing in an enchanted world. They were crushing death. Isolation. Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? Everybody was isolated from each other. Nobody loved each other because there was not enough waffles. And hell burned to the pits of your stomach. The hell am I saying here now? I don't even know what kind of story I'm coming up with anymore. There lived a curse. Okay, she smiled. Your daughter looks interested and attentive. You get a chill down your bone. A curse. A curse of the week. Oh, come on. You're going to love it. I swear to you. Of damage. There. Okay, she's asleep. She's asleep. I didn't screw up that much. However, I kind of see where I'm going over here. Your daughter's fast asleep. You get to sleep with no nightmares yourself. Good job. All right, that's a good ending in easy mode. Now let's try it in normal mode. This is going to be a bit more tricky, I suppose. All right, she's tired. Let's do this. Once upon a time. Okay. So let me see if I could come up with a little bit of a more better story this time. Once upon a time, there lived a tower. You're going to love it, so shut up. There lived a tower with a giant. And this giant was covered in blood and gore. This giant was damaged inside, hurt, miserable. His enemies he stomped upon. And he had a phobia, a huge phobia. His phobia was war. War. He was afraid of the war. He triumphed. No, he didn't. He was frightened by war. The very sound of it scared him. And that's why he resigned in the tower. He was old, smelly. He was old, very, very old king. And he lost. He was lost. He was in agony. He was evil. No, he was cold. Cold or evil? He was cold. He was cold. And forever, he was eradicated. And he had a curse. It was the curse of genocide. Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? I liked the story. The genocide, that he would be tortured for the rest of his nights. And in his torture, a parasite lived on him. What was that? I thought this torture brought about slaughter. You told too heavy of a story. I can't continue. Maybe tell a slightly happier story. Oh my god. What have I done? Okay. Maybe don't get a little bit too carried away with the gruesome parts of a bedtime story and tell it a little bit happier. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, that got me really good. That got me really good. All right. Let's try this again. So, tragedy struck upon a land. In this tragedy, a hero. Hey. I just started. Don't you dare. I just started. In this tragedy land, a hero once lived. Frightened, afraid, scared, anger, suffering. And he had a sword that brought upon violence and wickedness. And he couldn't sleep no matter how hard he tried. He was hunger. He hungered for love. But he was rotting inside. He was a feast upon maggots, rotting still. He brought about slaughter wherever he laid upon. He was crushing. He had fangs as well, and he brought upon sadness sadness and gore. There was no happy ending for our hero. Never, never. Your daughter is fast asleep and you'll go to sleep. Oh! I was just coming up with random shit. That's I was coming up with random shit this time. How did I do it? Oh my god. So, okay, let me see. Game over, bad ending. So, I'm not going to try to get every single achievement here, but I do want to try one more bit. So, easy and normal mode, we just got the good ending. So, should I come up with random stuff to try to get the good ending for this one? All right, so let's see. Once upon a time, in a hidden village, and no one were to know, it was terrorized, cold, and it was a princess. A princess lived in there. A princess lived in darkness. She was bored, yet she was forever isolated and lonely. She had a hex on her, and she was hopeless, hopeless, and weak. And she brought upon silence. There was nobody to help her at all. There were graves upon this lady. She wicked. Sweetness, don't get mommy with those scary shit, okay? Don't get mommy with that scary shit. I'm trying to come up with a story, not have a meltdown, okay? Just wait until I finish the story and then tell me what ending I got, okay? Okay. I totally forgot about what my story was. It was about something. It brought upon fear, and there was silence, heartbreak, and in this tower was hell. Corpses everywhere. It was hopeless, and there was hatred. Okay, now you want me to I had a feeling she didn't like that one, so I'm just gonna try again. Once upon a time, there lived a fairy who was brave. She fought and she committed genocide. Bloodstains everywhere. And there lived a maiden as well. A maiden rotting away at her flesh. She had a phobia of anger and misery. She also longed for a hero who brought upon graves the more he stepped. He was no ordinary hero, though. He had a great loss, and it was haunting him. For he was a killer, and he was a villain. What kind of hero was he? He was a skull. Just a wicked skull who brought upon hexes and brought upon silence wherever he laid. Beast roamed around this forest, abandoned, hunger, and lost. Tragedy struck upon the land. Weak were they all. The queen lived there as once. She had. Did I freaking tell my story without anything happening? Okay, she wanted to win. She wanted to stroke upon tragedy. Murder. Your daughter is wide awake and cranky. She might never sleep again. You're a horrible storyteller, own parent. Maybe tell a bit more scary story. Okay. Did not like that. She needs time out. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time, actually, because I am kind of having a lot of fun here, but I did hear hard mode is very hard to beat, so. Okay, once upon a time in an old world full of torture and wickedness, there lived a sword in a stone covered with beast, slime, lost. A night. Tragic sprung upon whoever laid eyes on thy sword. Suffering brought upon that corpse. Can I tell a normal story for once, please? Can I get through my story? Oh, I just lost my story. It was with a sword. It was silence upon that sword. Dragons lived. Hexes lived. A queen lived there. Trapped within the sword. Bones. Thorns. It was disturbing. And she was tortured. Trapped. And rotting inside with pain. Again. Okay. Maybe one more time. Okay? Maybe one more time. Maybe I can do this, okay? Upon this cursed land lived hell. In hell was a cave. A cave with a fairy inside. Sobbing fairies. Endless. Screaming. They were being trapped. Tortured, eradicated, and inside there was a magical cult. And this magical cult was brave, full of ashes, and a curse. A curse lived upon there. It was disturbing, you know, and it brought upon many losses. And it was a secret in there, a secret of jealousy. Inside this was another cave full of silence, and it was abandoned as well with venom. Again, okay, I'm beginning to notice something. I know I keep saying one more thing, one more time, but okay, this is gonna be the last time. This is gonna be the last time because I do recognize something when I do tend to mention Queen and Secret. I don't know if it's something to do with it, but I know it has something to do with probably the secret achievement. Let me just see. Let me just see. There once lived a prince who was enchanted with endless slaughter, smiling and jealous brought upon him whoever who lay. He was heartbroken as well, and he had a hidden secret, a parasite inside of him. He brought about hatred and blood. He had a curse as well, a curse of romance. Inside this, he was captured, isolated in darkness. He was weak, trapped, intimidated, and he was creepy. Very creepy. He was soft, sometimes though, but his hunger for slaughter never, ever ended. His thirst for adventure. He suffered from hysteria, and he was forever thinking about war. He forever thought about the lonely place of war, the darkness of it, the thorn of it, and the bloodstains of war. Again. All right, everybody. Oh, I'm gonna have to call it a quits right over here. It is interesting. It is interesting, but this is very tricky to get the right combinations, though. But I am having fun just coming up with random shit, though. However, if you do want to check out this game, always check it out in the link in the description down below. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Check out these awesome gameplays, and I will definitely catch you on the next episode. Catch you later, everybody.